Hello, Nick. Welcome back.
Hi, Joe. We're back for another week
of
the Nick and Joe show. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry that you're here.
Did you miss me?
I didn't. No.
Really?
Never.
I missed you.
Thanks, buddy.
I really hate you.
I know.
We're going to do quick plugs real quick. Head over to Twitter and Instagram at Pointless Sports Opinion. Head over to Twitter and Instagram at PSO Sports 1. You can also find us on YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud, Apple Pod, and Twitch at Pointless Sports Opinions. That was rough. What are we talking about today?
Well, since you missed me so much, I was just going to ask, how was your week?
Oh, I had a great week. It was a great week. Can't complain. Watched a lot of golf. Tiger killed it.
Good
second
stuff.
place, but it was fun to watch. That last round was
Brooks
wow.
Koepka, dude, that guy's huge, and he's a great golfer.
See Tiger Woods steal his girl? That was probably the moment of the tournament for me, dude. I was cracking up, man.
It was awesome, though. If you guys didn't watch the PGA,
You missed out.
definitely.
Great for St. Louis.
Yeah, great for St. Louis.
Good positive feedback for everything.
Sure.
Sure.
Good stuff. Cardinals baseball, you probably watched a lot of that, too, didn't you?
Yeah, I stayed. I try to get a game or two in every day.
Yeah, me too. At least one.
No, we had a good series start. We went, if you count the Pittsburgh series, we were 7-2 on the road trip.
Yep, that's right.
2-1 against Pittsburgh, 3-0 against KC, and 2-1 against Miami. I did that out of order,
Yeah, that's right. They've won 5 series in a row now.
5 games in a row too.
5 series and 5 games. You're right. That's good stuff. That's the longest winning streak I think we've seen all year.
I'm not 100% sure, but that sounds about right because we have not put together a stretch of games like this all season. And it's nice. It's come together at the right time, it seems like.
It's fun.
The bullpen is dominant.
Lights out.
It is dominant.
All the young guys.
So it's young guys with the arms that their stuff plays, and it was playing in the minor leagues, and now it's playing in the big leagues.
You love when stuff plays, Joe. I know.
It plays. It's how it's supposed to be. Like, you work hard, you move up, and then, hey, you do your job, and look what happens.
You're at the show, and you're pitching an inning, striking out 3 guys, throwing 95.
I mean, it is also nice when you get called up around times when you play Miami, KC, and Pittsburgh, and just bad teams. But
you're right. They played well against the Cubs and the Rockies, too, so that's good.
Yeah, we had going 7-2 against those 2 really bad teams. Pittsburgh, I'm not going to say they're a bad team; they're a decent team. 5-1 against Miami and KC is huge.
That's what you need to do.
You have to take care of business against those teams. You did on the road too.
On the road, good stuff.
But now, when push comes to shove, we have a tough next couple of weeks. We play
Washington, Milwaukee, and then who's that? The Dodgers, right?
The Doyers.
A 4-game series against
40.
4-game series against the Nationals. I think it's in St. Louis starting tonight at 7:10.
They're all every game going on now, especially if you're one that playoff push is a big game. The series against Milwaukee is huge.
Very big, yes.
Because they're in that 1 wild card spot. I mean, I
think they're tied with Atlanta for the number 1 wild card spot. So
we're 2.5 back of the wild card, and we're 5.5 back of the division.
And you can almost smell it, can't you?
That's that salsa that Matt Carpenter made up for us.
Yeah, look at that, custom ordered.
We got, if you can't see us on Twitch and you're listening to it, we got some homemade salsa from Matt Carpenter. Actually, he didn't make this. Did you make it?
No, I just got it at the store.
Looks good.
It tastes good.
What?
Did you make it?
Nick
you
looks.
Picked that up from the gas station.
Nick looks like Nick would not surprise me if he had a garden at home with some tomatoes and some cucumbers and some.
That's all you make.
He just walks out there. There's a can of salsa in the garden. He's like, perfect.
My garden's gonna get started next year in the springtime.
You look like a guy that has a garden.
I think never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'll let it pass. I might have a green thumb.
You still got it in there. All right.
No, that's definitely not what I was gonna say. So, I didn't want to pay the shit show jar.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, the bullpen has been outstanding. You know what we expected from these young guys, and that they're really carrying the load. How about Tyson Ross, man?
That was a good start.
It's a quality start.
It was exactly a quality start.
He is getting paid a little more than I thought he was. I heard he is getting paid $200,000 per start.
That's okay.
That's fine, especially if he's going out there and throwing quality.
You know why he started yesterday?
Because Luke Weaver, was it Luke Weaver?
It was Luke Weaver.
Cut his finger on foil.
On aluminum foil. What?
I don't know,
man.
They
said he could have started, but it was precautionary reasons as why.
He's young. It's fine. I mean, the foil thing's not fine, but I remember being
Are you kidding me?
foil. Hey, we got the W. That's all that matters.
They got some timely hitting. That's another part of the winning streak.
Do you think the foil came off Matt Carpenter's sausage jar? Like
Maybe
they had to
twisted it
place
open or
it and
something?
ripped it. He's like sneaking into Matt Carpenter's jar and he cuts his finger.
Booby trapped it.
But I never thought of that.
They've been playing good.
Speaking of Matt Carpenter,
he's got that 30-game on base streak right now.
Is that 30 games?
30 games. He's been a little struggling with hitting the ball, but I'll
What do you mean? He's hitting like 275.
But he was like 2 for 13 in the Kansas City series.
Okay.
I'll let it slide.
Oh my God, he didn't hit 4 home runs in 4 games. He's write him off.
He still hit a home run.
Oh, he did?
It was awesome.
This is awesome.
It was, good stuff. His swing looked awesome.
You have him down as your MVP candidate.
He's an MVP candidate. He's definitely an MVP candidate.
Are you giving it to him? Like, right now, the season ended today. You giving it to him?
I am not giving it to Matt Carpenter.
Who are you giving it to?
For the NL, as a Cardinals fan, I'm gonna not be glad to say this, but Javi Baez has probably been the most productive
Why
player.
do we keep on shutting off Nolan Arenado? Aren't they in a playoff?
Well,
is Colorado in a playoff spot?
Here's another guy.
I love Nolan Arenado. The dude had like 150 RBIs last year, and this year he's killing it again, and they just write him off. I think if the Cardinals make the playoffs, you have to give it to Matt Carpenter.
You gotta really think about it.
100%. He's dragging this team, like the offense, like literally just dragging them up the division.
Like
he's
a dead
pulling,
carcass. Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
Hauling it.
Him and his got Salsa in one hand. He's got the whole Cardinal lineup in the other hand, just dragging him up the division.
Hey, Yachty's been playing well.
Yeah, he has.
You can't say that he hasn't.
But I mean, the big bats that you thought that were going to be there haven't really been there.
You're right.
But Nolan Arenado, like I feel like he gets overlooked because he plays in Colorado, but he's
Great player.
I'm not. No offense to Javi. I think Javi's a great player. Do you know what Javi's on base is?
It's like 330 probably.
That's average. Like, and I'm not because Matt Carpenter's not hitting 300 like Javi and Nolan.
Everything else
for a guy that hits he's hitting over 300 though.
Yeah, I think he's right around there.
He's 304, 305.
He just doesn't take a lot of walks.
I don't like. I like my players. I mean, I'm not gonna just say, oh, he's not an MVP because he doesn't walk. But when you look, they're ripping Matt Carpenter because his average is not over 300. I'm like, okay, Matt Carpenter's hitting 275, but his on base is 385.
Yeah.
What would you rather have? Would you rather have the 385 on base and hitting 270, or would you rather have the 307 average, but he's only on base 330?
I like Javi Baez. He's just.
That's not answering the question.
I would rather have Javi Baez.
I'm not asking if you'd rather have Javi Baez. Do you want the guy that hits 3?
I want the guy who hits 305 and drives in 90 runs.
I
and hits
don't.
25
I want the guy
runs.
that gets on base 60% more of the time. Not 60%.
He's a way better. I mean, his play discipline. Matt Carpenter's play discipline is so much. It's so much superior to Javi Baez.
You score runs by getting on base.
You're right.
If he's getting on base at 380 to 330. That's a big difference.
You score runs by driving the guys in front of you on base too.
Okay.
Which they're both great players, but you know what? You know who might be even better than those two, and I just forgot about him. Max Scherzer.
I'm not. We're talking MVP candidates.
I would give it to him.
Stop. Shut up. This conversation's over.
Why? Justin Verlander got it a couple of years ago. Did you read that article about Justin Verlander and how Kate Upton saved his life? Kate Upton, you could have saved my life too. It doesn't even matter how good of a condition I'm in. But it was a nice little read.
I'm not. I hate giving MVPs to guys that play 35 games a year. I know that's maybe the old.
No, I understand.
That's how I always take it. When was it Verlander who won the last MVP?
2012,
Yeah. I think it's kind of like.
Kershaw didn't win one, did he?
I think he did.
Can we get a source check on that?
I think he did.
Won what?
Clayton Kershaw won an MVP.
He did.
No,
He definitely did.
Kershaw won an MVP.
Yeah, he was an MVP.
It's like 2013, 2014.
Something like that.
Yeah.
More recent than that.
Like, I think it's kind of an opt-out for the voters. Like, hey, like, not someone didn't hit 40 home runs and hit 300 this year, so let's just give it to the guy. Like, the pitchers, when they have great season, that's great. But that's why you have a Cy Young. You give it to the pitchers. Like, you give it. I think an MVP got to be a guy that's going out there 140 games a year. That's just out there grinding.
What about 50 years ago when Bob Gibson pitched like no other man could? Does he deserve the MVP?
The year that we have two different. It's like in football, you have a defensive player of the year and an MVP. Has a defensive player ever won the MVP in football?
No, I know.
They don't, because they're two different things. Why can't we have the MVP as that's the hitters? That's what they do, and the pitchers they have the Cy Young. Oh, a hitter can't win the Cy Young unless it's Ohtani.
Ohtani, yeah. Well, I got Chase over there bugging me. What's up, Chase?
Rizzo's.
I got two things. One, Clayton Kershaw won in 2014.
Yeah.
Two, Charles Woodson won the Heisman one year.
He was the.
That's a defensive player winning the player
That's
of the year.
college.
It's college.
College
It's the
is
same thing. It's
That's not the
football.
MVP.
Yes, it is.
Tomato. I just.
you want him to play 150 games. I have that guy every day making a difference. Every single day he's in the lineup. I understand what you're saying there.
I mean, Rizzo's got a 0 ERA right now. He could be in contention. That's just stupid talk, to be totally honest. But I want my MVP to be a guy that's hitting home runs.
Gotcha.
And my pitcher. All right, let's get back on them Cardinals. Like we said, tough games coming up. Killed it. Had a few injuries. Patrick Wisdom.
Wisdom. Like someone who is old and wise is full of wisdom. Okay.
No, it's Patrick Wisdom. Patrick Wisdom finally got the call up. I feel like that was like a long time coming.
He's 26. He's played over 700 minor league games, I read.
I feel like he never took that next step. He's definitely put in the work, but from what I hear, he was just never like. There was just guys passing him up every step along the way. He moved around a lot too. He came up as like
I think a third baseman and they switched him to first. And
I think he went to catcher too for a little bit there for a minute.
maybe he could,
Dude, I think he did.
should get those sources checked too, or just forget about it.
I'm pretty sure he did, but he's all over the place. But it's happy to see him get the call up.
He's a hitter. He did what, 2 for 3, or 3 for 4. He had an RBI the other day.
I saw him driving the runs. Yes,
Yeah. And it was a key run too. I mean, it was.
We'll see how he plays, man. Hopefully, like
Get some more at bats.
Yeah. With the Munoz injury, I'm not sure what he was down with.
Munoz wrist sprain or something
was it
like
sliding or was it
that. Swinging.
Yeah.
He got taken out
But
over the weekend.
I feel like did we get hit with like an injury bug over the last week? We had Fowler, O'Neal, Munoz. Who's the pitcher?
Brebbia just got hurt.
Luke Weaver
cut his finger
foil
on
injury.
foil.
That's rough. It just seems like I mean we're still winning ball games, which is crazy, but it just seems like every other day I get an update. Someone's on the DL. Wong's back though, isn't he?
Wong's back, yeah.
That's good.
So, team's been playing well since the trade deadline. You know, they didn't add any pieces.
I know I was dogging them for not moving anyone, but now they're playing good, and I'm probably under fire right now.
You ever heard the phrase addition by subtraction? You get rid of Tommy Pham. You give spots to O'Neal and Bader.
It seems like there's just a different energy with the team, though. Like,
yeah, definitely.
They got rid of those guys in the bullpen. Like, there's many guys in the bullpen. They get rid of 3.
Yeah.
See ya. We
Greg
got
Hollins,
these young guys coming up from the minor leagues that are used to winning. That's true. Winning is
They are used to winning.
Winning is addictive. They come up there winning in the minor leagues. Guess what? They're winning here too, and it's catching fire with the rest of the team, and I like it.
I do too. It's fun to watch. Like I've been saying, man. As long as it's fun to watch, I'm on the train, man.
Hey, I'm not gonna derail this train. I'll watch it. I'll watch it go down the tracks. I'm happy for them. Just keep winning ball games. I mean, shit.
Definitely, we'll have a fun time watching these next couple series with some really competitive opponents. I want to see Clayton Kershaw pitch if he pitches against the Cardinals. That'd be fun.
You want to go to the game?
I don't know if it's.
It's a date.
Is it in St. Louis?
I don't know. We'll fly to LA. I got people.
You got money.
All right.
It's in September.
Yeah, I think they play September 13th. Here,
Okay.
one game.
Okay.
Who? The Dodgers?
Dodgers and Dodgers
It's a
Cardinals.
series. It's a
No, it's a one game. One game was rained out. They're playing one game in St. Louis, and the rest are. I'm pretty
They're
sure.
playing in LA this month, and next month they're playing here. Because I got tickets.
Luke's
I got
right.
green seats for it.
Luke's right.
Luke's a big Dodger fan, so he's schooling Joe right now.
I got green seats for it. So
Little score. Hey, when was the last time the Dodgers won the World Series? It's been a minute, Luke.
that's all right, big dog.
Luke's got Dodgers and Cubs jerseys, man.
Because he was a fan in like early 2000s.
I can't talk. I got a Miami Heat shirt on.
You're 14.
All right.
We're moving on from the Cardinals. Let's just talk some playoff outlooks. Maybe talk about
We'll talk about
best teams in baseball right now, Joe.
The Boston Red Sox are 50 games over 500.
84 and 34. Are you kidding me?
That's ridiculous. If they win 500 the rest of the season, they will set a record for the Boston Red Sox for their best win-loss record in their season, and that's if they go 500. They might set the record for the major leagues win-loss record.
They only need another 33 wins, and that's 117 wins, and I think they're
Christ, how many games are left? 50.
45.
I haven't seen a team in offense. I still think their rotation's better than New York, and I think I've said that.
Is insanely good.
David Price is good too. Like, I mean, he's not as good as what he's getting paid, but
Not good- and
you
not-
can say
not
that
as
about
good as what he used to be.
85% of the players in baseball.
David Price was once a better pitcher than he is now.
Okay, but he's still a dominant quality start guy that's
I
going
don't
to
know
go.
how dominant he's been this year. He's probably got us above 3.5 ERA. He's a good starter.
He's great.
He's not a dominant guy. Chris Sale is dominant.
I feel like if you're in that American League and you have an under 3.5 ERA, you're a good pitcher. That's a tough.
I think any MLB pitcher with a 3.5 ERA is a good pitcher.
It's just that lineup with that offense. They have a strong bullpen too.
2 MVP candidates in that offense right now.
You have Mookie Betts your MP, and I like it. But I think JD should win it, dude.
I think he's my dark horse because I don't think he's going to leap Mookie or Jose Ramirez.
Well, the fact that Mike Trout got hurt, he's out.
Yeah. And the Angels just are not.
Yeah, I also like to vote for a team that makes the playoffs too. That's another thing I like. I just, valuable players get you there. I have JD. I don't know why. He's 100.
Mookie Betts.
He's got 100 RBIs.
Mookie Betts gets in a cold streak. He's a Triple Crown winner. So. Yeah, that's not that's so.
Do you think he's giving him 20s in the locker room? Hey man, can you go for 3 today?
Yeah, definitely.
Let me get that Triple Crown.
I'll buy you a new suit, Mookie. Something like that.
I mean, dude, JD's making some money. I would be like, hey,
what a
come
signing
on, bro.
for the Red Sox in the offseason, man.
Yeah, man. Picked
him up in February or something like that?
Can they win co-MVPs? Would you accept that?
That's happened one time.
I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
They're both phenomenal, and their team is 50 games over 500, and it's because of those two guys. They have a good team around them, but
who else? Bogarts.
Bogarts,
yeah, that was good.
Benintendi's been crazy.
Been really good.
He's
Mitch
20.
Moreland's solid at first base. He's been a good.
Yeah, he's been really good. Who do they got at third?
Rafael Devers, I think he's still playing. He's only 20, and he's probably a good lineup.
Is JBJ still playing too?
Yeah, Gold Glove center fielder.
Yeah,
his offense was really hard. He had really bad at the start of the year.
He had one really good season where he had 26 bombs.
It was either last year or the year before.
It was 2 years ago, but he's
still a good hitter.
He's a great defender, and if he's their 8 hitter, who cares? that would be the best.
I saw a stat the other day. Their catcher Sandy Leon.
Yeah,
it was they were 25-1 in his past 26 starts. So I don't know who the hell's that guy, and he's doing great.
Leon.
Yeah,
he used to be on the Phillies, didn't he?
No, I don't think so. I think he's maybe.
He's an older guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been on the Red Sox for a couple of years, but he's been great.
No, he hasn't been on the Phillies. That's not true.
He knows how to get those guys to pitch apparently because they're 84-34, 50 games over 500.
Keep talking. I don't think their pitching matters. When what's their average run pace? It's got to be over 6 or 5. They score
I would agree with you.
When your offense is that good, you can hit out of your pitching. You don't have pitching problems when your offense is really good.
Yeah, that's true. And the Red Sox are so good, the Yankees are going to win 100 games and play in a 1-game playoff.
It sucks. I think baseball needs to look into that a little more.
Definitely.
Because I like NBA does it perfect. The best 8 teams from both sides.
The MLB should just do the top 5 teams, and then they should still do the playoff.
The best 6 teams and the bottom 2 do wild card. Or was it 5?
Best 5. So yeah, the best 5.
Yeah, the best 5 teams.
The 4th and 5th team get to play that 1-game plan.
I'd be okay with that.
Or they should make it a series. To be honest, make more revenue, make more money for the league. For teams.
The thing is, why they don't is because baseball gets pushed back so far as it is, and it drags so far, almost into November. If you added 2 more games with a travel day in between some of those, that would get rough.
It would.
You're talking
November 5th, 6th, 7th.
Yeah,
season ends if the World Series goes 7 games.
I'd be okay with
shorten the season by 20 games.
That's the only way because you can't move it forward, dude. There were snowouts in the first month.
Yeah,
remember how bad the start of the season
was? I
was?
forgot about that, dude.
Dude, the snowouts and the rainouts, it was crazy. People were complaining. That would be the only way, and they're not shortening their season. You can't shorten the season.
Cut 8 games from the season schedule. That's fine. You can still
cut 8 games. Add possibly 6 playoff games.
Add another series.
Would it be a best of 2?
3?
Yeah. I'm up.
Hell, I should make it a best of 5, and then every other series is best of 7. I don't like the NLDS or the ALDS being a best of 5. I love how basketball and hockey have best of 7 game series every series. It's awesome.
Baseball's weird. They even play on back-to-back days in the playoffs too. So I feel like it's really a time thing. So it's hard to do it. I don't mind the 5 games. I really don't. I mean, at no time in my recommended, I'm that's a 5 game. You can argue that it should go 7, but if you can't win in 5, you can't win in 7.
The NBA might go back to 5 games in the.
They should. It's so pointless for the NBA is pointless because. When's the last time in the NBA that a 7 seed
has won the title?
Made it the first rounds are usually on paper.
Years ago, the Grizzlies beat the Spurs 8-1.
True.
That happens. I mean,
it happens, but it's like
The Knicks were like a 6th seed that one year. They went to the finals.
it just.
I
I feel like the
also the most ridiculous thing in professional sports is that Major League Baseball players play 162 games.
Yeah, they should definitely.
it definitely should be shortened, but
Make it all one game.
I'm being realistic. It won't be shortened because
You have to shorten.
you shorten it 20 games.
Get there eventually.
Who's taking that money cut? You're losing money.
They're gonna get there eventually. They're losing money already.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they play 100 games or 162, what's the difference to me?
Exactly. Like you could literally chop 60 games.
Yeah,
off.
you could.
You could.
They can't do that though. It's too much revenue.
It's
No,
way too much.
But 20 games.
But
it's,
It's absurd. I'm
If
just
they-
saying as far as the baseball goes, it would all be the same at the
If
end.
they
Yeah, I'll
played
watch-
if they played 142 games and added an extra 5-game playoffs, I would be down for that.
I'll watch 162 games. I like baseball all
Because
summer. I'm okay
most
with
people
it.
tune in for playoffs anyway. Like
Yeah.
I would be so down for you. Let's cut 20 games off and we'll add an extra round. Tell them to throw in an extra playoff team. I bet teams would be down for
That'd
that.
be cool.
Alright,
I
I'll
like
tell
that.
The-
Hit up.
Give him
your
a
boy-
call.
Your boy Rob Manfred.
Oh, he's,
let him know.
he's probably watching on the pod. He's watching on Twitch right. Rod Manfred's just tuning in. Where do we want to go to next? So that was your pick. Boston's really good. Yankees are gonna play a wild card game probably against Oakland right now.
Oakland is
really
looking
good.
great. The Oakland A's.
Don't sleep on the Mariners. They just swept the Astros.
Yeah, dude. So
That's a division race.
that is a division race.
It's like we were talking.
Look up the standings in the
Oakland's 2.5 back,
in
and
the-
I think
yeah.
the Mariners are 4.
in the AL West.
I'll
Look up
double
those
check.
standings. It's super close. World Series winning Houston Astros might be in a little
Who
trouble.
I thought the best
We'll
team
see.
was, but
They're still looking great. They're still 25 games over 500.
all right. So what do we got? Oakland is 2.5. Seattle's 4 back. So 4 teams separate the 3 teams. Seattle just swept Houston, and now they play Oakland.
Back in June, I would have been like, "What are you talking about? Houston
Yeah.
is going to blow that lead." But it's fun, and Robbie
And
Cano's coming.
Cleveland might be the worst team. And sorry
yeah,
if Pagel's watching,
yeah,
but
Pagel-
I don't think they are. But they could easily be worse than Seattle or
The AL
Oakland.
Central is the weakest,
And they're not better than
weakest
Houston,
division
Boston.
in baseball, Joe.
Oh, it's so bad.
So bad.
But I like Cleveland. Like,
I do too. I think they're a good-
They're
they're-
a dark horse and everything
I think
too.
they're gonna be tough to beat.
It
because
just sucks they're in that position where there's like so many good teams where you could be looking at a wild card game that has 201 teams in it, which would just be insane.
But they're gonna be they're gonna not have to deal with a play-in game. They're gonna have a 5-game series off the bat in the division, and I mean, Cleveland's
It just, dude, you need to play in weaker divisions, man. So,
hopefully. yeah.
so the AL is really good and the NL kind of sucks.
True.
in my eyes. And watch, this is the year that an NL team
Let's
wins.
hit on the NL next week. You want to do that, or you want to do it now?
I don't really got anything on the NL besides
Yeah.
I don't even know like who's stepping up in the NL. We're talking the Cardinals are the hottest team in the NL right now.
Yeah.
They aren't even in a playoff spot. The Dodgers are painting out. Milwaukee's painting out. Chicago, they got.
Chicago's probably the best team, record-wise.
I think Philly is, dude. And I've been saying I'm riding Philly, dude. They got pitching.
They just got Justin Bauer.
Yeah,
Bohr.
Justin Bohr.
Big ol'.
I don't know why they need 3 first basemen. They got them because Santana's a first baseman. Reese, he's
Reese
a
plays
first.
the outfield.
I know, but he's
outfield.
he's a first baseman.
He does look
You
like
can't
a
play
first
anybody there
baseman.
but Santana.
I'm pretty sure he just-
Otherwise, how's Santana in your lineup?
That's what I'm saying. Where are they going to put Bohr at? Is he just a lefty off the bench? Is he
I
lefty?
think he's a lefty. And he's
Lefty
probably
off the
got a
bench.
platoon. It's going to be a platoon.
Santana's switch, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. I think they're going to try to platoon it though.
I'm so confused. Why? What? Okay. It's another power hitting bat off their bench. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's another good bench.
Can he
piece.
play right?
They would throw Santana out in the outfield before they throw Bohr out there.
I think Santana can pick third too.
He's a catcher. When he was a catcher,
I'm pretty sure he can pick.
he was
no,
a catcher coming up.
He's
I
a
don't
big
think-
dude.
I don't think he can play third.
Stop it.
He was a catcher.
He was a catcher, and then he's played some outfield.
First and third are the same thing, just opposite sides of the diamond.
You get so many more balls hits you hit. You gotta have a good glove over there. No.
I would love to see Santana in the hot corner, look like Pablo Sandoval over
Oh
there.
goodness, Pablo used to jump on those
Dude, he
balls
used to.
though. In his
I love
day.
watching Pablo play, man. Another third baseman I want to talk about is a guy that's not even in the big leagues. He goes by the name of Vlad Guerrero Jr., and I think it's insanity that he is not on a big league roster.
Joe thinks he's a Hall of Famer before he's ever played a major.
I think
league
he's the
game.
greatest player to play all. No, the dude is. He is 19 years old and he's slashing 395 in between Double and Triple A, with a 489 OPS and a 763 slug. Go check out his videos online.
What's his OPS? I think you got that.
763.
All
That
right.
might be wrong.
I think that's wrong.
That seems low. I think it's like 963.
OPS is slugging plus on
Yeah,
base.
that's wrong. I thought I had it, but
I'm guessing he's got an over 1,000
No,
OPS.
that's not his OPS. It's his slug.
What's his slug?
763.
Yeah, he's got like a
That's
over
I read that.
1,200 OPS.
I read that wrong.
That's insane.
He is on. He
Home runs in 4 straight games.
in the minors.
Yeah.
He is. I don't know why. Maybe it's a money thing or a control thing, but
It's stupid.
they were gonna call him up earlier in the season, and then he got he sprained his ankle on a base.
He was out for like a month.
Yeah, he did miss a month, but in 77 games, he's just destroying. They had him in Double-A, and then they moved him up to Triple-A. The dude hits baseballs off tees for home runs, which is just insane to
If you ever
watch.
saw his dad hit, it's probably the exact same thing. Just tearing the cover.
I like him because he's a little chunky, but he has that chunky boy swagger, and he's gonna be like I feel like you can market this guy in the MLB. He's like a fun player to watch. Like he's got the personality of like a Puig, but he's a superstar. Like he's gonna be the next like Mike Trout and Bryce Harper. We're gonna be talking about this guy for I hope the next 10 years to come because he's got the power. I don't really think he has a defensive position right now.
I don't think he does.
They're working him at third, but he'll probably be a DH / like left fielder.
Definitely
eventually.
DH.
Because like I said, he's a little porky boy, like me.
Well, that's why Joe loves him.
Hey man, gotta stick up for my fellow big boys, but he can rope it, he can swing it.
He can. He looks good. Excited to see him come up when Donaldson leaves.
He should come. Donaldson's not even playing. What are you talking about?
He's got a spot next year, is all I'm saying.
You're right, but he has a spot right now.
You're right. He does have a spot right now.
You're like, oh, Donaldson's gonna leave, so he'll have a spot. Well, Donaldson hasn't played all season. It seems like he was on the 10-day, 30-day, 60-day, and now he's
Losing all kinds of money, Josh Donaldson. Come on to St. Louis.
He's on both my
we'd like
fantasy
to hear.
teams. For like a
play.
2-year
he's
deal,
gonna play
maybe.
on 2-year deals. Yeah, definitely.
Or we just sign Machado and say, sorry, Josh.
Josh is the backup.
Oh, we just have him. Yeah, I like it. Or play Machado at third or short, and
that's fine.
Donaldson.
That's
at
fine
third.
with me too. See
We
it,
can
yeah.
spend like $600 million this offseason, right?
Bye, Paul DeYoung.
Put him at second.
See you, Cold Wong. I don't care.
Put him at first. See Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter, see ya. We'll take him soft on
crazy
your way
talk.
out. I got a little tidbit. Al Dunn threw me this information out today. At this day in 1979, Lou Brock got his 3,000th hit.
Who?
Lou Brock.
No, I'm just kidding.
Who?
Yeah,
He's good.
Lou.
Who?
Louis Ledden.
Oh, Lou. 3,000 hit against the Cubbies. So
Luke got his.
Hey, Caleb. Who is the other Cardinal to get his 3,000 hit against the Cubs?
I don't know.
you know it. It's the
You
best
know it.
Cardinal of all time.
The greatest. The man.
I don't know.
The man.
The man.
Stan.
There you
Stan
go.
the man.
Gosh.
Why are you asking me?
I just figured you would know, dude. That's
Say
common
so, so.
sense. All right. Do we have Slugfest today, or is it?
Slugfest.
Yeah.
I think we should rename this. We should call it Nick Fest.
Nick Fest.
Nick Fest, because Nick.
Sleeves are out.
Would you like some of Matt Carpenter's famous salsa that Nick made?
I think that's stupid, but that's a story for a different day.
What do you think, stupid?
The whole salsa thing.
You don't like
I think it's
salsa?
dumb. No,
You don't like
no.
salsa?
I think it's just
It's
something
funny.
stupid,
It's
like
something
the
around-
rally squirrel.
Yeah,
around.
but
Who
it's-
gives a damn.
Hey,
Just go out there and hit the damn ball.
hey, it's
I
hope.
don't have to tie my left shoe first every morning so
It's-
I don't get hit by a car.
It's hope, dude.
You don't do that?
Dumb as hell. All right, Slugfest questions. I made this specifically because you know all his questions, so I did some research.
He's gonna roast
He's
me.
gonna he's just.
That's
All right,
alright.
first one's just a normal question.
I like that.
Every year we can almost guarantee that Mike Trout's name will be in the MVP race in the AL. Is his talents being wasted in LA? This is Luke's question, by the way.
I definitely think that.
I
Do you
feel
think
like everything in
Anna-
LA sucks, including the Dodgers.
Do
But
you think that LA will eventually get their head out their ass and do something with him?
they tried to. What do you like? If you're not,
Yeah,
if you're not watching, if
They tried to this year.
you didn't think they tried this year, you're not paying attention.
No, I'm not saying like try. I'm saying actually do something.
They did.
Trying and
They
doing.
went out and they paid Ohtani a lot of money. They
Justin
went out and
Upton.
got Justin. They paid him. They got Zach Kozart. They got Ian Kinsler, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Like you can't help it that Ohtani needs shoulder surgery and he can't pitch because he could have been a great
Elbows.
He could have been. He would have been their number 2 in a team that definitely needs pitching.
They definitely need pitching.
So like I'm not gonna crap on the Angels because they actually they're like, we have Mike Trout, we have Albert Pujols kind of sitting there. Like they actually went out and they tried to this year. I picked them to be a wild card team going into the season. I had them pinned in a wild card because I love the Cozart signing. I love the Kinsler. Justin Upton got resigned. Ohtani was pitching, and it fell through. Now, do I think? I could see him moving him in a few years, especially if they could get a lot back for him.
Definitely. I think his talent's definitely wasted there.
Especially if they can't build in the next few years, because they're spending a lot of money right now.
If Mike Trout was in the playoffs every year, he would. I think he would make the game of baseball bigger and more popular, just because watching that talent every day, watching
What
that
about
guy,
him coming up in like a clutch situation?
Watching him play.
Dude, you need your best players in the playoffs. But I don't want to say that because LA definitely tried this year. It didn't work. Shit happens.
It just sucks that he's wasting away.
You're right. He's been in one playoff series.
One.
It sucks.
3 games. And
the best player of our generation is in one place. When Albert Pujols was the best player of our generation, he was in the playoffs every year. Almost. There's 2007.
2007, 2008, 2010.
Yeah.
A couple.
All right, moving.
All right, number 2. Hitting into double plays is hands down the worst experience a fan goes through when watching a game. We all hate it. Which Cardinal hit into a franchise record 31 double plays in one season?
I want to say Albert.
Who's your guess?
Jair Molina.
Think hard, dude. You can get this.
You got this.
Think hard.
Mark Reynolds?
It's towards the end of his career.
McGuire?
The dude, every time he went up, it was almost a double play.
Matt Halliday?
It felt like, yep.
31 of them. I remember that year. Now you're talking about it.
That's like 8th all time.
Every time, dude. Yeah.
Whew, I got it. I beat you. I win.
It's called the Nick and Joe Show. I need your help.
Put in a quarter, win a car. Put in a quarter, win a car.
Number 3.
Vegas vacation.
The Machine, Big Al, hit his 1,000th hit in the AL the other day. Who's the last player to get 1,000 hits in both the NL and the AL? The last one before Albert.
Beltre.
Carlos Beltran.
Wow.
Oh, I said Beltre, not Beltran. I said Adrian Beltre.
Beltre's played for Texas his whole career.
What? He played for the Dodgers for like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
He was probably the one to do it before that.
You're right.
So I was wrong. But thanks, I'll take it. Carlos Beltran.
Dude, because that's like legit. I was like thinking back. I'm like, who played for a while in both? And I was like, you said Belch, and I thought you said Beltran. And I was like, dude, you got it. I'm like, yes. And then you were wrong, you son of a bitch.
That's all right.
Alrighty. Number 4. John Lester has been getting roughed up as of late. Lester is known for not being able to pick off anybody. Who has the most pickoffs in MLB history?
Nolan Ryan.
No.
Give him some choice.
It's gotta be.
I want to say Andy Pettit, but I don't think that's right.
Okay, A, Nolan Ryan. I'm just kidding. Think about it. He was a part of a pretty
Sandy Koufax.
notorious group.
Oh, Greg Maddux.
No.
That's a notorious group.
That is a notorious group.
It's gotta be a Yankees player.
What era did he play in? Like,
Yeah,
80s, 90s.
Roger Clemens, Randy Johnson. I don't know, dude.
Glavine?
No.
These are good ones, dude. He's got some good
Was
I
it
ones.
couldn't think of multiple choices.
NL or AL?
NL. They won a couple titles, I think. World Series titles.
In the
80s,
80s?
90s. The Braves were making it every year, but they only won one
I
title.
think the Dodgers won
I think
2
it was
that
more
year.
80s than 90s.
The Dodgers won 2 in the
I
80s.
think he pitched into the 90s. It might have been.
What team?
The Mets.
Just give us
It's
the
gotta
team
be
he
the
played
Mets.
for
He
mostly.
played for Philly.
Seaver?
Holiday?
No, not Haley.
It's not 90s,
It
but
was Steve Carlton.
Oh, damn.
He had
okay.
146 pickoffs in his career.
That's pretty good.
That's insane.
nah.
Insane.
I would have never guessed that in a million years.
All right, number 5.
Yes.
Tiger overachieved immensely in his last PGA
Overachieved.
championship. Will a boy ever get another major? Is it going to happen?
Yes.
I'll give him one more. Just
Dude,
the way
are you
he
kidding
played.
me?
The
The
way
way-
he
dude.
played this weekend was
The
awesome.
dude didn't hit a
So
fairway in the front 9. He was still 3 shots under par. He was 1 back at one point on the
He only
back.
2-putted, I think, once. in the
Dude,
front nine.
he-
No, he didn't.
He was awesome.
I'm pretty sure the
Insane.
first hole he parred, but he missed a putt. It should have been a
Yeah,
birdie.
he had like 10
So,
or
like,
9 putts.
You take that away, and the fact that his driver wasn't working, and he still was it 15 under, 14?
under.
Dude, the boys got it. I mean, you saw the look that who won it? Was it
Koepka.
You see his girlfriend, the way he looked at Tiger. Tiger's back, baby. Watch out.
Tiger, dude, he looks awesome. You love
He's
that.
not married anymore,
you love that-
so he might be good.
You love that fist bump on the last on his putt.
I like the wave to the crowd. That shot of him waving to that crowd, and the crowd like, ooh, it gave me chills, dude. Gave me chills. Absolutely. Tiger's back. Watch out. All right.
Alrighty, I'm out.
Thanks, Chase. We appreciate it, kind of. A lot better than Caleb's questions. Like
Stumped me really well.
Final thoughts?
This is on the spot, but final thought. I'll throw it out to you, Joe. Number 2 pick in the fantasy draft. You're right behind me. Who's it gonna be, dude? Bell or Gurley?
Who are you taking?
I can't tell you that.
Well, so you just leaving it up to me. My number 2 pick.
Today I'm feeling like Gurley.
I'm probably gonna take Dez Bryant.
Taking
number
Dez
2.
Bryant.
Dez Bryant, number 2. Lock it in.
When's he coming? When's he signing?
What?
When's Dez signing with the team? Damn
Dude,
it!
Cleveland don't want him.
No one wants him.
I think we'll go to San. I think San Fran should look at Dez.
We'll figure this out in the next podcast. These guys.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done.
It's in the
We'll
paperwork.
be there next week.
What's your final thought, Joe?
Hard Knock Star.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my final thought. I'm gonna plug my business real quick. It's that time of year again, folks. The boss comes tapping on your shoulder. It's fantasy football time. Yep. Are you tired of being the sucker in your league? The guy that pays in and gets last every time? Say no today. Give me a call, text, email, hit me up. I will give you fantasy advice. I will help you dominate your fantasy league. For a low cost of $20.99, I'll put you in first. I have a great resume. I always make the playoffs. And Nick, how many times have I won our fantasy league?
First off, why is it $20.99?
I work with all budgets, but that's a nice starting price. For $20.99, that gives you...
Why $21? Why not $19? Why, whatever. You've won it 2 times.
How many years?
Blackjack.
How many
21, baby.
I don't know, 4?
4 years or 4 years? 2 times, 50%. How many times have made the playoffs?
I don't know.
I can make you a great fantasy player. Give me a chance to turn your fantasy luck around. Give me a text. Hit me up on email at joeschuerk@yahoo.com. Also, you can find me on Twitter at joeschuerk. Also, the King of the North. That's all I got.
King of the North.
The King of the North.
All right. Until next week, Joe.
Spread the word.